Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello and welcome, people, to Footy JUDGEMO. I missed you guys. I have not streamed yesterday, and I have not streamed this morning for me, this afternoon for me. But welcome to Footy JUDGEMO. Sorry, I was so busy all day. I was very busy. Listen, people. Bruno Fernandes, finally, Man United fans are actually now happy. Some of them are happy that Bruno's leaving, going to Bayern. It's just a rumor. But also, there is another rumor going around. Is Raphinha really linked to Arsenal? Big up everybody that is here. Can Arsenal actually land both Raphinha and Sesko? Because Sesko, there is a competition. There is rumored to be a competition by Chelsea and by Man United to land Sesko. So big up everybody that is here. And also the other, of course, the other rumor is Maignan from Milan. If Ederson leaves Manchester City, they are targeting one of the best goalkeepers in Serie A, Maignan. They are targeting another Serie A goalkeeper, Alisson before, Onana before. Now it's going to be Maignan leaving from Serie A, going to Manchester City. But listen, we gotta talk. It's me and you here. You know, this is the show, the transfer update, the transfer saga, a new show between me and you. We'll actually talk about the reports, talk about the rumors, but also I want to get your opinion, what you think. So first of all, there's over 100 people here, and I want you guys to stop what you're doing now. Hit that like button. And also there is the Ivan Toney for £40 million to Spurs rumor that is going around. That is very surprising to me, to be honest. That is very surprising to me, the Ivan Toney. But listen, there is only one place to start, and you know it. It is the Raphinha rumors that I read a couple of days ago. And you can see here that Arsenal offer 40 million euros. This is 6 hours ago. Arsenal offer 40 million euros to Barcelona for Raphinha, but Chelsea also want Raphinha. That is an alternative to 𝐒𝐤𝐿 in case he goes to Manchester United. The article goes in to say that Arsenal reportedly offered 40 million for Barcelona, whose departure from Camp Nou has been confirmed after the arrival. Apparently, he is linked to Arsenal because Hansi Flick doesn't want him. And is he going to choose? Reported that Arsenal and Chelsea remain interested in the signing, but they are opening the door. But also there are rumors that Saudi Arabia are willing to offer them money. But Barcelona wants 60 million euros, which is about 50 to 52 million pounds. To be honest, if I'm going to be very honest with you, I think it's a bargain. I think it's an absolute bargain. He's a quality player. Every time I watched him, he isn't Vinny Jr. Listen to me. Guys, listen to me. Ederson isn't Raphinha isn't Vinny Jr. You aren't landing Vinny Jr. Raphinha isn't a bad player, right? Raphinha isn't a bad player. Raphinha can offer alternative on the left winger. He can play right, he can play left. And he's good in both. And I think if he goes to Arsenal, and this is my opinion, he starts. He starts on the left, in my opinion. He starts on the left. Martinelli, he's 27 years old, Raphinha, has had experience in the Premier League. Yes, he didn't have the greatest season, but Lamine Yamal came on the right side and take the place. I don't think Raphinha is a bad option for Arsenal, in my opinion. This is my opinion. I think, and also, who gets a winger like this for 40 to 50 million euros nowadays? Come on, people. Come on, people. He's cheap. There is not going to be a lot of Trossards, right? There is not going to be a lot of Trossards, 35 million pounds. That doesn't happen every day. Do you get my point? Like, for us to be frank with each other and for us to be honest with each other, you don't get a winger that played Champions League, that is linked, that is plays for the Brazilian national team, that plays for Barcelona. I think he won the league. Didn't he win the league last season with Barcelona? Yes, he won La Liga before. He's a winner. I don't think there is a lot of wingers with that caliber for that money. You can talk about Michael Olise. Yeah, Michael Olise is good and everything. He played for Crystal Palace. Michael Olise will cost you 60 million pounds, which is about 70 something million euros. And also, I think Raphinha, if he comes to Arsenal from Barcelona, I think he's going to be all right. Trossard was 21 million pound only. I can check that. Trossard. I'm actually checking how much he joined for. Yeah, I think you are. Like Trossard, when he joined, it's not like profile. I'm talking about the profile. Trossard joined 24 million euros. Actually, yeah, he joined by 21 million pounds. You're absolutely 100% correct. But that doesn't come often. That doesn't, like, you won't find a player like this. My point about it is that Arsenal actually need an upgrade, maybe in the striker. Raphinha isn't that guy. But Raphinha, a lot of Arsenal fans, and this is when I don't understand the Arsenal fans and the majority of Arsenal fans. You guys say we want a top player to play on the wings, right? We want a top player to play on the wings. But in the same breath, you guys say that Raphinha is not going to cut it. Who else is on the market? Michael Olise. Will Michael Olise sit on the bench for Arsenal? I guess Raphinha, if he comes in, he can play right. He can play left. He can play both sides, Raphinha. He can sit on the bench sometimes. And I think that is not a bad option for that much money. It's not a lot of money. It's a bargain this nowadays. Right? But I think it's not bad. My question is going to be is Raphinha and Sesko an actual upgrade over what you have? Maybe. I think Raphinha on the left side might be an upgrade. However, Trossard has been bowling lately. But I think Raphinha offers something else. And I think Raphinha for Arsenal is a good option. Right? Is a good option. For the people that want to talk about getting the Raphael Leao will cost over 100 million pounds. Raphinha is half that price, right? What it has been reported is that he is for sale. Like Barcelona they're open to move for him for Saudi Arabia, and if someone from the Premier League come with the money, they're gonna take him. I don't know. These are the news, but I wanted to move on from Raphinha because I actually think that Arsenal don't need a winger. I'm being completely honest. Gabriel Jesus can be the backup for Bukayo Saka, and Trossard and Martinelli. And I'm going to say this, automatically people assume that Martinelli is going to be bad like last season. I don't think so. I don't think Martinelli will be as bad as last season. He had a good season the season before. I think he had 22 GA. I think it was 15 goals and 7 assists or something like this. Why are we assuming that he is going to be bad again, Martinelli, this season? Why? I don't know. I don't get it, and I don't know why. And I'm not understanding what's the reason why people assume this. People want to say we need to invest big, and I've spoken to Arsenal fans, and some of them say that we need to invest big on the wingers. But you have Bukayo Saka and you have Gabriel Jesus, who can play on the left and on the right, and you have Trossard and Martinelli. So you have 4, unless you are telling me that you're gonna sell Gabriel Jesus. Guys, over 230 people here. We literally need 200 likes right off the bat. I need, stop what you're doing now, right? And hit that like button. Right? Hit that like button. I'm gonna show you how to like the video, right? I'm showing you because you guys are slacking, right? You guys are slacking. You know, you're watching us. There is right here close that live chat, and then the like button look like this. Looks like thumbs up. Come on, people. You can get me to 200 likes right off the bat. Hit that like button. It helps the channel massively. When I'm having the blue behind me, I change the colors. Come on, people. 200 likes. 200 likes. Support the channel by liking the video. Come on. My point about going back is that Martinelli is quick. Martinelli has had a good season before. But now people are telling me that Martinelli is going to have another stinker of a season. Sell him then. Find a club that is willing to get Martinelli. Sell him. Why not? Why not sell Martinelli? Sell Martinelli then. But if you're going to keep Martinelli and you're going to have, what's his name on the left, right? You're going to have Trossard and Martinelli on the left. You don't need a left winger. And also, you don't need a right winger. Why people do not want to understand that Bukayo Saka can have a backup in Gabriel Jesus? Now comes to the Sesko part, which is the front line, the striker situation. The striker situation is tricky for me because now Arsenal fans, but this is not my opinion, I am not convinced that Kai Havertz should be your first option as a striker. I'm not. He will have his games. But I don't understand. Someone like Sesko, who's at 20 years old, Sesko is at 20 years old, and I don't know why Sesko, he can be someone for the future, Sesko. But I believe that Sesko needs to be an understudy to someone. Can he be the understudy for Havertz? I don't think so. Will Sesko bang? I don't know. And I'm not saying he's a bad player. I only watched him as a compilation. He's 20 years old only, if I'm not mistaken. 20 years old, Sesko, right? He's actually 21 now. He's 21. So he's 21 years old. He's young. He had 3 seasons, if I'm not mistaken, 3 seasons in Salzburg in the Austrian league. And he had 1 season in the Bundesliga where he hasn't started all the game. He scored 14 goals, if I'm not mistaken. Well, Arsenal need to go to the next level. Like, Wallah al-Azim, I'm just saying that for Arsenal, you need to go to the next level. You cannot be content with Kai Havertz. And like, I don't understand. And this notion of signing young people for me is absolutely crazy. A lot of people call me, Mo, you're an Arsenal fan, you're an Arsenal fan. And then Arsenal fans say, Mo, why you're hating on Sesko? Yeah, I am not hating on Sesko. But I'm saying, you have to get someone more experienced. And you tell me the market is not there. I don't know where the market is. I don't know who else to buy. So why at 21 years old? Why at 21 years old? Like, I am not a scout. Okay? I am not a scout. But I'm sure there is an more experienced footballer, a striker that can come in and actually start for Arsenal. Maybe you rotate between them and Kai Havertz. Maybe. But not Sesko. For me, doesn't have the experience enough to start in the Premier League. I don't know. People ask me, who do Arsenal sign? I don't know. I'm hearing Guirassy or something like this. The one that played for Leverkusen, if I'm not mistaken. No, that's not him. So Guirassy, who played for Stuttgart, the guy that scored a lot of goals last season, is 28. My point about this, and I'm going to ask this, if there is a lack of options, why going to spend 45 to 50 million on this? Try to sign someone from the Premier League. I don't know who. Okay, Ivan Toney, because he's disrespectful. Yeah, he tried to control Ivan Toney. Ivan Toney is linked to Spurs for 40 million. I think that is a signing that they might need to look at. Why not? Why not? Why not look at that signing? I don't get it, and I don't understand it. Why is Ivan Toney not linked to Arsenal? They don't like him. Well, go try for Solanke. Go try for someone else. My point about this, and this is what people don't understand. Arsenal should go for the ready-made players now, not someone who is still in the making. Someone who is still gonna be like Arteta has to teach him what to do, right? Am I wrong? This isn't Arteta has to teach them and all the stuff. He's not gonna come in banging. That's my point. Why do you have to get someone? Why do you have to get someone that Arteta's still gonna teach? Why? Why you don't get someone that is ready? I don't get it, to be honest. I actually don't get that. I don't get it. And I think Arsenal should go for the ready-made players. They're youngsters. I know that, and this is what I'm gonna tell you. This is what I'm gonna go for now. Hear me out. When Arsenal wanted a ready-made midfielder, where did they go? Up £100 million plus to Declan Rice. Chelsea got Caicedo for 100 million plus. Bruno Guimaraes is now 100 million plus. This notion that you can get a bargain, the only bargain that is out there, and also you won't get a bargain for someone who's 24. If someone is 24 and is ready-made like a Declan Rice, or like 27 like a Bruno Guimaraes, you're going to pay top money. It's simple. I think Arsenal should have a ready-made player, and that's it. That's it. 20 years old is not going to cut it for Arsenal. I think it might work, but it's too much risk for a team that might need to win the league next season. This is my 2 cents about this, right? My 2 cents about this. You need ready-made players. You need ready-made players. Arsenal last season bought Timber. Arsenal last season bought Timber and bought Kai Havertz, right? And bought Declan Rice. That was supposed to be the team that is ready to win the league. They were absolutely amazing, right? They were absolutely fantastic and amazing, right? Absolutely fantastic and amazing. However, at the end, they didn't win the league, right? They didn't win the league. My point about this is that you need a ready-made player. Tevin. What's wrong with signing incredibly high potential in one area and get ready-made in the other areas? Let us wait and see. That's my point. And Tevin, I'm gonna respond to you very simple. And people in the chat, can you answer this yes or no, please? Can people answer this in the chat? Do Arsenal have the time to wait and see? Yes or no? Do Arsenal have the time to wait and see? Can you literally tell me yes or no? I'm waiting for answers. Yes, no, yes. In my opinion, the thing about it, this Arsenal Arteta project, will you be patient if Sesko comes in, be an understudy for Havertz, and he's not ready, and you wait for next season? Do you know what I mean? You wait for next season. Does it work? Does it not work? You need to start winning today. Is Sesko the guy? I don't know. But I'm going to try to explain it to you in another way. Sesko is a risk. Is it worth taking? It might be. Is it worth taking for Arsenal? No, it's not. Is it worth taking for Man United? Yes. I don't get this. I am not sitting here and doubting, for example, that Arteta, who proved a lot of people wrong and was able to get the best out of a lot of players, but also he failed to get the best out of Nuno Tavares, Sambi Lokonga. You know what I mean? Vieira, Reece Nelson, he failed to get the best out of these people, right? Even Eddie Nketiah, you can say is not there is no quality in these guys, but that's not the point. You watch Sesko in the Bundesliga, he looks good, he looks okay. Is he the best? Is he the best striker in the Bundesliga? Maybe not. All I'm gonna say, and I promise you this, is that Arsenal at the current moment, and I'm going to repeat this, are in a place where you have to go and hear this very slowly. Arsenal now should be in a place to go get the best of the best in the Bundesliga, to go get the best of the best in the French league. Why? If you are the second best team in the country, if you are the second best team in the most watched league, in the highest watched league in the world, in the league that is assumed to be the best around the world, if you're the second best team in the league and you came second 2 years in a row and your team is on the verge of now going to the next step, you go and buy the best of the best. I'm going to explain to you something. There is a difference between a team that got over the line like City. They have a team that is ready today. They can go and experiment, even though they don't. Arsenal now are the second best team. What you need to go to the next step is get the best of the best of the Bundesliga and the best of the best of Serie A. Let me explain to you what Liverpool did. Liverpool went and got Ederson, the best of the best in Serie A in terms of goalkeepers. When they went and signed Van Dijk, I think Man United wanted him at that time and Manchester City wanted him. That is my point, beautiful people. Amazing people, you don't get my point. Arsenal now, you guys are still moving. And I want the people to tell me, you guys are still moving towards, yeah, we're going to wait and see. We're going to see if Sesko comes good. Arsenal are now in the place to go and sign the best of the best, the ready-made player. It's like when Barcelona went and signed Luis Suarez, the best striker in the Premier League, because they had Messi, and then they got Neymar. When Real Madrid, and I'm not saying that Arsenal are Barcelona and Real Madrid, but for you to take it to the next level, you need to go and sign the best of the best. How hard is it for you to understand? How hard is it for you to understand what I am saying? Go sign the best of the best. By the way, and I'm telling you, the Sesko might come into Arsenal and be good. Right? Sesko might come to Arsenal and be amazing. But that's in hindsight. By the way, same example. Maresca at Chelsea might turn out to be an amazing coach. Right? We don't know. But are the signs there? Is this too much risk? Yes. That's the point that people don't understand. Like Arteta for Arsenal turned out to be all right. Okay? Turned out to be okay. But in hindsight, if you ask top clubs, would you take Arteta when he didn't have any experience? They tell you it's too much risk. It's too much risk for big clubs. Especially for a club like Arsenal. That's my point. How hard is it? People think because, oh my God, you're saying Sesko's not going to work. No, I am not. Arteta proved us wrong in the Havertz situation. He did. Arteta proved people wrong when people said Ben White is a bum. But also, there is risk in other players that it didn't work for them. I don't get it. My suggestions is Arsenal should go put the money on the table and actually sign the ready-made players. Kevin, it depends on how much we are waiting on. We scored 91 goals. If our midfield is world-class, Sesko can add way more than Eddie Nketiah. We could be fine. We might, if we add in the midfield. I'm going to tell you the thing, okay? This is my analysis of Arsenal before I move on to Bruno Fernandes at Man United, because I'm tired. Wallahi, I am tired. I'm tired of trying to explain logic to people that don't want to hear logic. Like, I'm tired of explaining logic to people that don't want to hear the logic. You have Thomas Partey, he's not fit. And you have Declan Rice, right? And you have Jorginho, and you have Odegaard. It doesn't matter, and I'm telling you, it doesn't matter who you sign tomorrow. If next season Thomas Partey is fit, your starting midfield is going to be Odegaard, Declan Rice, and Thomas Partey. If you sell Thomas Partey, you get another guy, another 6, I don't know who, like a Bruno Guimaraes or Frankie de Jong or whatever. They replace Thomas Partey. I am not convinced that next season Kai Havertz should be the starting striker for Arsenal Football Club. This is just my, and I'm not saying he's not gonna be score 15 goals. I believe there should be a different profile, experienced players. That's it. That's it. So the midfield, actually, if Partey's fit, okay, it solves itself if you get like backup players. It solves itself. You get Jorginho can be there. I don't know who else is there. My point is, and I am someone who tries to analyze how Arsenal play. I think Kai Havertz is good and everything. Can he be the guy, the main striker for Arsenal all season? I don't know. I don't think so. I actually don't think so. I don't think so. Arsenal might need a striker, because I believe with the amount of chances you create, your striker, along with the goals that Saka provide, Odegaard provide, Rice provide, Trossard provide, can still be a 20+ goal striker. This is me. I'm being convinced. I am literally convinced that Arsenal is that Kai Havertz. I don't think so. I actually don't think so. I don't think that is Kai Havertz for me. That's my point, Tevin. Sesko is good for the future if you are ready now. Do you believe your team is ready now? Your team is ready now to get the next guy. Like, oh my God. Look, I'm gonna show you this comment, okay? So we create chances, but you don't think Sesko, who has the best XG conversion in Bundesliga, won't hit the ground running? Some stats, another stats guy, where Sesko scored half his goals in the final 8 games of the season. So you go on and watch the games first. Listen, I didn't watch Sesko a lot, but all I'm saying is that I think that Sesko is more risk than other strikers around there. Is more risk than other strikers around there. It's very simple. You can convince yourself whatever. Queen Nadra, thank you so much. How good Somerville be at Liverpool? I watched Somerville last season, and I watched some games of Leeds. I watched some games. He's so quick. His dribbling is good. Is he the guy? I don't know how Arne Slot plays, Queen Nadra, but I think it's again, Liverpool need someone that is, again, what I don't have different energy for different teams. Liverpool, if you're gonna replace Luis Diaz, you need a left winger that is ready, that is from the Premier League, for example. I'm gonna give an example. You replace Luis Diaz with a Kudus, a Jared Bowen, you know what I mean? With someone like this. You don't replace them with Somerville, who's from the Championship, Queen Nadra. That's the thing about it. You need to replace them with someone that is more ready. More ready. That's it. Ask any Liverpool fan. Yani, so can I explain? Can I tell you something, Queen Nadra? How is it next season if Real Madrid is playing Liverpool in the Champions League and Real Madrid have Vinny Jr. on one side, Rodrigo on the other side, and you have Somerville on one side? How does that work, Queen Nadra? Nadra, seriously, Nadra, how does that work? You have Somerville, unless you're telling me your ticket, and Somerville is not going to cost like, I think it's going to cost like 40 million. That's what I said, 40 million pounds. Gomez came from Championship and he became good. So you're going to wait for Somerville to become good. So you're going to replace Luis Diaz, who is supposed to be a ready-made player now. Maybe this is me. You know what? Wallahi, maybe I am different than you guys. I treat my club as ready. Liverpool challenged for the title last season. So maybe he becomes good. There is no, you always ask yourself this question. And Arsenal fans, Liverpool fans, Man City fans, everyone, ask yourself this question. I'm gonna give you two examples, Nadra, about this, and you respond to me. Somerville might become good. Do you think if you sign someone like 𝐒𝐤𝐬𝐿, is it a might become good, or he is gonna be good for Liverpool? Is it a probability, or is it no? We believe 𝐒𝐤𝐬𝐿 is gonna be good. We believe Bowen is gonna be good. We believe Kudus is gonna be good. Do you know what I'm saying here? Do you see the difference? Like when Man City we're gonna sign Paqueta, we know Paqueta's gonna be good. If he doesn't come good, it's the surprise. If Paqueta was gonna join Man City before the charges, before what happened to him, before the case, you would sit here and tell me, I know that Paqueta will be good for Man City. If he doesn't become good, that is the surprise. Does that make sense? When Inter signed Marcus Thuram for free from Mönchengladbach, we knew that we're getting a good player. It wasn't, it's sometimes good, sometimes shit. It's not a 50-50 signing. More likely than not, it's gonna work. Does that make sense? It's not a risk. It's not a risk. This is top clubs. They take risks if you're gonna get a bench player. But Liverpool want to replace Luis Diaz. So you want to get a starter. You want to get someone who's coming in, hit the ground running, start for Arne Slot. Right? Somerville is a risk. Again, all this transfer talk is a risk. It's Sesko more risk than Isak, than Watkins. And I know, by the way, I am not deluded. I know they cost double. I know they cost even more than double. But I'm going to ask you something. When Declan Rice signed for Arsenal for 100 million, it wasn't a risk, was it? Most people, most pundits, most people that analyze football knew that you're getting a ready-made player to start and play for Arsenal. Does that make sense? You're getting, let me give you an example. If Arsenal don't need that. If Man United need a center back that is ready-made tomorrow, they go sign Bremer from Juventus, one of the best defenders in Serie A, most likely than not, that is going to work. But if Man United go tomorrow to sign a championship player, one of the best in the championship, it's more risk. I hold my club to that standards. It's up to you, by the way. It is up to you. When Arsenal, I'm going to give you an example. When Arsenal went and got Thomas Partey, he was an established player at Atletico Madrid. When Liverpool went to get Ederson, he's a ready-made player at Serie A. Great goalkeeper, played semi-final of the Champions League. Take you to the next level. You know that? You take you to the next level right away. That's it. You get a player that is ready-made. There is no risk here. There is no wait and see. That's what I don't like about top clubs. There is time for you to be, let's wait and see. I'm going to ask you something else. Footballing wise, forget attitude. If Arsenal get Ivan Toney tomorrow, let's not put Arsenal. If Spurs get Ivan Toney tomorrow, do you believe Ivan Toney will score goals for Spurs or not? Answer this. Can everyone in the chat answer this, yes or no? If Spurs get Ivan Toney tomorrow, season starting, more likely than not, it's either yes or no. Do you think Ivan Toney is gonna work or no? Just, I'm waiting. When I say that, most likely than not, it's gonna work, right? If I give you a scale, you're gonna tell me 70% or 80% it's gonna work. 30% it might not work. Right? But let me ask you something. I don't know the top scorer of the championship. I don't know the top scorer of the championship. I actually don't know the top scorer. Okay? I'm giving an example. If Arsenal go and get tomorrow the top striker in the championship for 50 million pounds, isn't that more risk than Arsenal going to get someone who is done it at the top level? That is my point. How hard is it to understand? That is my point. When Arsenal went, the thing about Arsenal is that you guys are used to get names that are not ready-made, and then you make them great. Or you get someone like Havertz, or you get someone like Odegaard, who maybe didn't find that best form at other clubs, and you rediscover them. صح? Isn't that what Arsenal do? But I think now Arsenal, you guys are the next level. You aren't in the building phase. You aren't in like, let's get that player and see how it works. You aren't. Same as Liverpool. You, especially if you are replacing one. Let's. By the way, I'm gonna tell you something. For Bukayo Saka, for example, if Bukayo Saka is gonna start the majority of the games, you can get an understudy for Bukayo Saka. It's okay, as long as it's high potential, someone a good prospect, stuff like that. That's my point. So that's the response to you, Nadra. What are you guys saying in the chat? Okay. Comdeen. Thank you, Comdeen. Arsenal want more pace on the wings when Nelly can play. That's why we want a winger. So, okay, are you gonna Comdeen, are you gonna sell Martinelli then? Or are you or Trossard is not even in the picture? Well, you need to have Martinelli and you need to have Trossard. You cannot, are you gonna have three wingers on one side? And why I don't want Raphinha, and this is also why Jesus doesn't work. Jesus should be the backup for Bukayo Saka. We repeated that, and we said that 50 times, Comdeen. 50 times we said that. We said that 50 times. That it's about different options. Martinelli is quick. Trossard is more trickery. Trossard is a goal scorer, stuff like this. And also Raphinha is quick, just to let you know. Raphinha is quick, Comdeen. Bermuda Gunner, yes, they do. High ceiling and quality players. I don't know what you're talking about now. High ceiling and quality players. This high ceiling shit. Why don't you get the players that already I don't know why every show I need to explain this. You guys are obsessed. You guys are obsessed with the ceiling thing. Why don't you get the players that already hit their ceiling and the ceiling is up there? And can I ask you, before I go on, guys, we got over about 350 people here. We literally need 300 likes. The minimum is 250 likes. Stop what you're doing now. Hit that like button underneath the live chat. And if you are new, please subscribe to the channel. Let's move on from Arsenal with the last super chat. We are building a dynasty. That is why you get to have build smart, not get players like Watkins. Look how Madrid do it. Buy the best talent on the market. You guys are, wallah, I'm tired of talking to Arsenal fans. It's all about the talent, where I'm trying to treat you as a club that is ready-made, that club that is ready-made, Comdeen, and you want me to still get stuck in we are building. Ya akhi, stop the word building. I swear to God, you are done. How many years it's gonna take you to build? Stop building. When you won Invincible, you had Henry, World Cup winner, Bergkamp, right? You had Gilberto Silva, you had ready-made Ljungberg, Robert Perez, Euro winner. Stop that building thing. I am tired of the word building. I swear to God, the next time I'm gonna hear the word building from Arsenal fans, I'm gonna fucking lose it. Building. What is building? How many years are you gonna build? Okay, well, when are you gonna live in the house? Yeah, stop the building and put the final brick in the house. How many years of building? Chelsea building. Wallah, every time I talk to Arsenal fans, we are building something. We are building something. Khalas, you built it. Saka, 23 years old or 22. Martinelli is young. Havertz, 24. Odegaard, 24. Rice, 24. Saliba, 21. Gabriel, 26. Ben White, 25. Yeah, stop building. Stop building, yeah. Khalas, live in the house. Yeah, you built it. It's ready. The AC is there. The stove is there. The microwave is there. Beds are there. Yeah, we need to get married and get asleep in the house. Yeah. Stop building anything. Yeah, enough building. Builders are tired. The builders want to live in the house. It's crazy. That's not how it works. I swear to God, that's not how it works. Big clubs don't think like this. Big clubs don't build. Big clubs, they build a foundation and then they get the pieces that are ready made. They put it, they win. I'm losing it, wallah. The house is done. It's built. It's done. It doesn't need. You know what Arsenal do? You know what Arsenal do? This is what they do. They built the house that is ready for 4 people to live in. And then someone comes in and say, by the way, there is an empty land next to you. Why don't you build it? But we need to use your house. You cannot live in your house until we build the next part. Right? And then you live, and then you build the next part. And then after this, by the way, there is another area that needs to be built. Yeah, enough of building. Khalas, the house is big enough, live in it. Live. Buy the furniture and live. Buy the ready-made players. Buy the 𝐒𝐤𝐿. Go get the 𝐒𝐤𝐿. Go get the Toneys. Go get the 𝐒𝐢𝐠𝐻. Khalas, enough of Seskos, or not enough of youngsters, enough of kindergarten, enough of youth project. Khalas, you have a fantastic, amazing team that is ready to have some pieces here and there to provide experience to win. Yeah. Wallahi, I am tired. Build. Build, yeah. There's no more bricks left. The house is going to fall on you. People, and then Arsenal fans tell us, why do rivals banter us? They banter you because of this. Because of these things, they banter you. Because every time they tell you get ready-made players, you tell them, yeah, I'm building. We're building a dynasty. We're building a dynasty. Where other teams go buy you. You know you're building, and other people go boom, boom. They're gonna go buy you, bro. They're gonna go buy you. They're not gonna build anything. You know, Man United are not gonna build anything. You will build next year, and then you will file Chelsea won the FA Cup. And then they tell you we have a trophy, and then you go home empty cabinet. But you say, I had a fantastic team. I am building. Sesko is gonna be fantastic. Sesko is gonna be a 50,000 goal striker. Sesko is gonna be the 60 goal striker in 2 years or next season. People are gonna do this. Sesko is gonna be absolutely one of the best strikers in the world. Yeah, forget building. Yeah, wallahi, I am tired, Komdin. Listen, I adore your support to the channel and everything, but stop this building thing. If Spurs get 𝐒𝐤𝐿 and Toney, Spurs can finish third. I wanted to speak about this because this 𝐒𝐤𝐿 and Toney thing, this is it. Yeah, Chelsea are trying to sign Michael Olise, and you are getting Sesko. Freaking Man City are looking at Bruno Guimaraes. They were looking at Paqueta. Ready-made players. Stop this. Stop it. If Spurs, by the way, I am with you a little bit here. I am with you. I'm not gonna sit here and deny. 𝐒𝐤𝐿, I'm gonna tell you something. I actually don't want 𝐒𝐤𝐿 or Ivan Toney to go to Spurs. Actually, I like 𝐒𝐤𝐿 so much that I think if he goes to Spurs, he might flop. I like 𝐒𝐤𝐿. I love to watch 𝐒𝐤𝐿, and I want 𝐒𝐤𝐿 to actually do something else. Like, I want Eze to move to another club. Why aren't Arsenal signing Eze? 25 years old. Why aren't you signing Eze for your left midfield? He provides a different option. How much? 50 million? Other teams spend money. What is 50 million for a good midfielder now? What is good? What is 50 million for a good midfielder now? What is it? It's not a lot. Amadou Onana from Everton, they're talking about 60 million. Go sign Eze. 50 million pounds on the table. Crystal Palace might sell. Might sell you Eze. I don't know how much is it. But go sign Eze. Eze is a good player. Every time I'm watching the guy can pass, can dribble, can glide. Right? He might not defend, but he's a good player. Go sign Eze. How are Spurs linked to Ivan Toney? Right? And Eze and Arsenal aren't. And Liverpool. Liverpool don't need midfield. Liverpool. Maybe you go sign Ivan Toney, Liverpool as well. Maybe you go Liverpool. We get this notion. Some Premier League teams treat their club as like Serie A, resale value. By the way, but Ivan Toney, if we sign Ivan Toney, and Ivan Toney comes in, bags, and then they start to be mathematicians and financial people, like bankers. Ivan Toney is going to make 150, 200K. We're going to give him 4-year contract. He's going to cost the club that much money and we can't sell him. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? You're not the finances of the club. If he comes in and you don't sell him, who cares? Who cares? If you win with him, if the guy gets you 20 plus goals, who cares? If you fucking sell him or not. People, like someone in Serie A, like myself, maybe I say resale value and stuff because the clubs don't have money. You make tons of money from shared sales. You make tons of money from TV deals. Like they start to like, oh my God, he's going to make that much and he's going to make that much and we want to be able to sell him because he's going to be 31 years old, 32 years old. So we can't sell the guy that will cost the club that much. So they have to sell candy here and we will have maybe to sell a piece of... who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? Demand the best for your club. Even Liverpool now, like I'm looking at Liverpool now and I'm like, why aren't you linked with top players? Comdine, thank you, Comdine, for the support. Nelly has been getting hurt and Trossard doesn't work for every game. Like when we need to play a more transitional based game. Okay, Comdine, I'm going to answer you again. That's you assuming that Martinelli is going to have the same season as this season. If that is the case, right? If Arsenal fans are assuming that Martinelli is going to have the same season as this season, sell him. Because now this is an asset sitting at your club, not doing anything. Let me ask you something. If you're going to tell me that Timber is going to start the season injured again, I'm going to tell you sell him for peanuts because it's not worth the money. You need, this is a team, you need to buy, to win. You want to have, you're building all your conclusion, Comdine, on the fact that Martinelli is going to have an atrocious season like this season. Why can't you build it based on the fact that Martinelli is going to have a season like the one before? Otherwise, sell the motherfucker. Sell the guy. I'm done here. I'm done with Arsenal. I'm doing the super chats and I'm moving to Man United and Bruno Fernandes and Mike Maignan for Man City. I'm done. You build so you can sustain being winning. You are in for 10 years. You aren't going to win. You aren't going to win for 10 years. You are not only 1 or 2 years. Madrid buy the best young talent and slowly integrate them while winning. Here is the problem. Madrid in La Liga are completely different. Real Madrid in La Liga are different. The bad seasons for Real Madrid, they still win a competition and they come second. My point about this, you aren't Real Madrid. You aren't Real Madrid. Comdine, you aren't a Real Madrid team. You are someone who needs to start winning. Real Madrid have won for years, so they can afford to do this. You haven't done this. And also Real Madrid, also, they bought some ready-made players that didn't work. When they bought Cristiano, when they bought Kaká, right? That's the point. 1 or 2 star signings a season, and yes, the 2 star signings. Where you signed Declan Rice last season, now you need another star signing. Come on. You need another start signing. Tevin, thank you, Tevin. So more, if we get Sesko, 𝐒𝐤𝐿, Onana, Diamondi, Raphinha, and a backup goalkeeper, is that enough to live in or still no furniture? No, that's fantastic. Are you going to get all of these though? You're going to get Amadou Onana, 𝐒𝐤𝐿, Diamondi, the center back, Raphinha, and a backup goalkeeper. That is a fantastic window. I get it. But I would replace one of these. I would replace Raphinha and Sesko together for a striker. And I would live with Havertz, whatever striker, Gabriel Jesus, Saka, Trossard, Martinelli. Six attackers. Do you need more than 6 attackers? Tevin. Anyway, listen. This is it. Arsenal. I'm gonna move on to Man United. By the way, later, after this, I'm doing the shows, one for Arsenal, one for Man United, and one for Liverpool. I'm just doing the shows like this. I'm almost at 400 people. I need 250 likes. Can you please get me to 250 likes? Hit that like button now, people. Hit that like button now. The like button underneath your live chat. Come on. Come on, beautiful people. Give me to 250 likes at least. This is, by the way, what me and HUSAM on MHF, we're going to be talking about the transfers. We're going to be talking about Mbappe and all this stuff. By the way, anybody can disagree with me. It's okay. We're here to agree or disagree with each other. At the end, I'm calm now. My protein bar, if you want to know what I'm eating, it's called BX bar. RX bar. It's great. I'm calm now. Thanks for the support. You missed a lot. Okay. Let's start with Maignan before we move on. And let's compare Maignan stats as well. I think Maignan is a keeper that works for Man City. If Ederson leaves and Maignan goes to Manchester City, a lot of people call Maignan one of the best. One of the best. Thank you for everybody. Okay. JJ, thank you so much. Oh my God, JJ, big up. Thank you, JJ. He's saying, congratulate me, Mo. I just became a FIFA agent. Okay. He wants to register me in the older league. Okay. Thiago Silva played and he's the same age, JJ. But congratulations, Habibi Ashraf. Mabruk, mabruk, mabruk. Inshallah, you'll get all the places you want. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the shows. I appreciate you, City. I want to thank everyone that is supporting me, to be honest. I'm soon quitting my job and I'm doing this full time. So thank you. You guys made this happen, to be honest. By your support, by your likes, by your shares, by everything, you guys made this happen, to be honest. License FIFA agent. Yes. But thank you, City, for the support. Always supporting my channel and always supporting me here. Maignan, though. I like Maignan. I absolutely like Maignan. I think he's good. But I don't, like last season, he didn't have the greatest season. But I think Maignan as a goalkeeper, I think he suits City's bill, can play with his feet, is good. He is, he's 28 years old, a little bit on the older side, but again, can play. This is a goalkeeper, can play 3, 4, 5 seasons. And I actually think he is, in terms of saves, in terms of movement, I think he suits the bill very, very well. It's very, very well, Mike Maignan. The problem is he's going to cost an arm and a leg. It depends if Ederson goes to Saudi Arabia. And I want to ask you guys something. Yes or no question in the chat. Is Ederson a good goalkeeper? Is Ederson a good goalkeeper? Yes or no? Can you answer me? Is Ederson a good goalkeeper? Okay. All right. So we agree that Ederson is a good goalkeeper. I think Mike Maignan is a better goalkeeper than Ederson. The reason why, because I believe that Mike Maignan goalkeeping ability, okay, is better than Ederson. This is from what I'm watching, okay? I actually think that his goalkeeping ability is better, Mike Maignan. But Ederson has something else over Mike Maignan, right? That he's used to the City way of playing. He's good. He is good with his feet as well, Ederson, better than Mike Maignan. But Mike Maignan can match it. What I mean by that, Ederson has the years in Man City. But Mike Maignan can reach that so quick because I believe that Mike Maignan is good enough with his feet to play for Man City, and he's a better goalkeeper in my opinion. That's my belief. But I think it's going to cost more than what they're going to sell Ederson for. Like, I believe Mike Magnan's save percentage is higher, right? The way he saves is better. I am not sure about the passes, though. I am not sure about the connection, how many passes. I think actually Mike Maignan actually can play the ball with his feet. He's actually very good with his feet, Mike Maignan, just to let you know. He's very, very good with his feet, Mike Maignan. And I think quickly he can replace Ederson. The only difference is that the way they play Man City requires training and requires you getting used to the system and creating an angle and all the stuff. If Ederson goes to Saudi Arabia, and let's check the latest news on Ederson. The latest news on Ederson, I'm reading the news. Ederson handed Man City transfer request. What? This is Manchester Evening News. I'm not sure that is reliable. Ederson handed Man City a transfer request. What the actual F? Wow. Ederson might be actually leaving. Man City interested in Ederson replacement because he might go to Saudi Arabia. This is ridiculous. I actually didn't believe the news until I'm actually read it now. Al-Ittihad deal for Ederson, consider leaving Manchester City. Ederson actually is interested in leaving. Is it fake news? Is it not fake news? I actually don't know. Because all the things that say that he actually might need to go. Might need to go. He might want to go. Wow. Imagine that. They actually already, One Football reported that they actually already scouting Mike Maignan. Oh, that's crazy. I never thought that is going to actually happen. I never thought that is going to actually happen. MCFC Solo. I like these questions. I like people asking me questions. I like that. I like it. Mo, in your opinion, who are the three players you should be targeting? If Bernardo doesn't go, I think you should be targeting a winger. I actually think you should be targeting 𝐒𝐤𝐿. Even if Bernardo goes or it doesn't go. It doesn't matter about Bernardo. Because I think you should replace Jack Grealish. And you need to have, even if you don't replace Jack Grealish, you have Doku, Grealish, Bernardo, and you need another winger on the right side, which can be 𝐒𝐤𝐿. In the midfield, one of the players that I think Man City should scout, apart from maybe Bruno Guimaraes, I don't like him that much, but I think he can provide something. But there is not a lot of midfielders in the league that can actually slot in right away in the Man City team, other than Bruno Guimaraes, who I don't like. I actually think that Man City should target 𝐒𝐤𝐞, because 𝐒𝐤𝐞 provide a midfield cover for Rodri, but also can play right back. He is very good at this. So you should target 𝐒𝐤𝐿. And the last but not least, Savio. Yeah, you got a winger, Savio. Last but not least, I actually said that over the past weeks that I actually believe 𝐒𝐤𝐬 is a very good player if Man City sign him. The reason why, passing wise in tight spaces, he's good. He glides past players. Physically, he is strong. He is quick. The problem with him is his defensive attributes. He doesn't like to defend. But that is something that you can teach, in my opinion. But I don't understand why 𝐒𝐤𝐬 is only targeted by Spurs. It's, for me, every time I sit here and I think about it, and I'm like, I go crazy. Why only Spurs? Why only Spurs are targeting? Why only Spurs are targeting 𝐒𝐤𝐬? Why is my camera like lagging? Am I like moving weird, strange? 𝐒𝐤𝐬 is not a 𝐒𝐤𝐬 is a 25 years old Martin. 𝐒𝐤𝐬 is a 25 years old. 𝐒𝐤𝐬 project. What project? Do you think Madison is a project? Broski, bro. All I have to tell you is that 𝐒𝐤𝐬 is crazy. How do you say 𝐒𝐤𝐬 is a project? How? Like 𝐒𝐤𝐬, I think played. Bro, 𝐒𝐤𝐬 played for Crystal Palace 124 games already. How is that a project? How is that a project? It's not a project. Mo, 𝐒𝐤𝐬 or 𝐒𝐤𝐬? It's completely different players. 𝐒𝐤𝐬 is a winger. I think 𝐒𝐤𝐬 is a midfielder. It's completely different profiles completely. Are we? Anyway, listen. Why are people so late to the show? Someone look at this. Like, this is like 50 minutes ago. Raphinha, hell no. It's 50 minutes ago. Which Fofana? Yusuf Fofana? Is that which Fofana? Yusuf Fofana? Oh, you're talking about Yusuf Fofana, the Monaco player, the one that plays in the National League. So he's late. Chelsea Fofana. No, not Chelsea Fofana. Yusuf Fofana, the Monaco player. Ahmed, thank you so much. What's up, Mo? I wouldn't take Bruno at all, to be fair. We're going to talk about Bruno. I don't support I don't support any Premier League club. I actually don't support the Premier League club. And before we go on, Zair Ahmed, I will actually talk about Bruno in a bit. But I wanted to touch a little bit on this Ivan Toney to Spurs and Eze, and I don't understand why nobody is linked to them. I think actually, do we think they actually take Spurs to the next level? Can I ask you guys a yes or no question? If Spurs sign Ivan Toney and Eze, do you guys think that takes them to the next level? Do you guys take them to the next level? Do you think they can actually be in the top 4 if they sign Ivan Toney and Eze? Next level is top 4, yes. Okay, I'm gonna put this here and I'm gonna respond. The club is not serious, right? But if they sign Eze and Ivan Toney, it shows that they are serious. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? It shows that this is what I don't understand. We say Spurs are not serious, okay? But if they go and sign Toney and Eze, that shows that they are serious. Am I wrong or am I right here? Yani, that's my opinion. Like, maybe they wanted to save the money to sign both Ivan Toney and Eze. Maybe that's the thing. I like you when you banter. You know what? I like you when you sit here and banter. But when you sit on the shows, you don't like people calling you out from the chat. I see you, I hear you. My point about this Ivan Toney thing is that if the rumors are right, and I'm checking the rumors, right? If the rumors are right, guys, right? What the actual F? What the actual F? Guys, a new report. Arsenal could pull off a transfer master stroke with clever Ivan Toney tactics. Ta-da! Ta-da! Watch this. Arsenal have been linked with Ivan Toney for a number of transfer windows, but again, it's the move. Arsenal could sit to be pull off a master stroke in the summer by bypassing Ivan Toney. Mbuemo, this is crazy. It actually fooled me. Did you see this? The Mbuemo. Shut up. I wanted to check how much is Ivan Toney. How much is Ivan Toney? 50 million pounds. Tottenham told if they bid 50 million pounds for Ivan Toney, it will be accepted. Maybe. That's what it says. 50 million. 50 million for Ivan Toney. I think that's not bad if he's going to move you to the next level. If freaking Richarlison was 50 million, Ivan Toney for 50 million is a freaking bargain. Richarlison is a bum and should have been playing football in the Premier League. If Ivan Toney is 50 million, even at the age of 28, and he's going to give you 2, 3, 4 seasons good, that's a freaking bargain. If Richarlison was 40, 50 million. Just give me a break. They paid 60 million for Richarlison, and that is absolutely horrific. If Ivan Toney is 50 million, that is a steal. Just stop what you're doing and hear me out. Richarlison was 60 million. 60 million pounds. Richarlison, people. Richarlison. I'm repeating that. Richarlison was 60 million. What an absolute garbage. What a garbage thing. Richarlison is 60 million. Ivan Toney, 50 million is a master stroke. Do you know who I should sign Ivan Toney? I actually think Man United should sign Ivan Toney, but they said they aren't signing players above the age of 25 because Manchester United are starting a project Arsenal aren't starting a project. That is the deal. They aren't starting a project, Arsenal. For the last part of the show, I'm going to speak a little bit about Bruno Fernandes. I actually think Bruno Fernandes is a good player. And Bruno, and before, can I ask you guys something? I am 100% sure there's about 100 of you that haven't liked the video. So I want you now to stop what you're doing and like I want to 300 likes live in the air. Live. I want 300 likes. And also, I think I am at the current moment, I'm less than 50 subs away from 21,400. So if you're new here, sub. Can I get to 300 likes right off the bat now? Can you hit that like button? Stop what you're doing and hit the like button, people. Hit the like button now. Come on. Hit the like button. Yeah, here we go. You guys are doing it. Hey, you guys are doing it. 270 likes. Hey, see, I told you. There's freaking 100 of you that haven't hit the like button. It helps the channel massively, I promise you. It makes this video go to the next guy and the next guy and the next guy and the next guy. Anyway, Bruno Fernandes. Does anybody, I need an answer from everyone in the chat. Is Bruno Fernandes a good player or not? Yes or no? See, I am making the questions very simple, by the way, to you. Very simple. Yes or no? Yes or no? Is Bruno Fernandes a good player? Yes or no? Yes. 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 I think Bruno Fernandes in a better environment will cook, will be great, will be very good. The problem is he's someone that can play under a system in Bayern Munich? Can he play a position-based football under Vincent Kompany? Is he someone that is going to go and start? Is going to put in the effort? Is he going to be able to play under Kompany in a Bundesliga that is physical, that is quick? I don't know. I actually don't know. He might leave Man United and cook. He might leave Man United and be I actually believe that Bruno Fernandes is a good player. Okay, he isn't a top player, but I think he's a good player. Genuinely, I think so. I genuinely think he's a good player. 100%, I think he's a good player. He's not bad at all. I think he will cook Bayern. However, he needs to show discipline. He needs to show discipline. The problem with Bruno Fernandes sometimes is that he does stuff out of, like he does like strange things, like he chooses the wrong pass. He chooses the wrong pass. Sometimes he wants to make the money ball. He wants to make the final ball, but it's not there yet. So he forces the pass. When we say in football, if you guys know what it is, don't force it. You know, sometimes when people coach other people, they say don't force it. That don't force it is the definition. Don't force it. Don't force it. Don't force it. This is it. Don't force it. That is the problem. Sometimes he forces the ball, like he plays a long ball that doesn't exist. So that's why he needs discipline. He needs someone to actually teach him how to be disciplined. You get my point? That is very important. Is he going to be able to play as their talks, say, next to Musiala? Who's going to be the DM? If 𝐒𝐤𝐞 leaves, is it going to be Lima? I don't know. But I actually think Bruno Fernandes, I'm not sure who's Man United new coach. That's the thing. Can Bruno Fernandes be used? What is this question? What does that mean? Can you explain to me? Which Here We Go t-shirt do you want from Fabrizio's store? I actually don't know that he has a store. Does Fabrizio Romano have a store? Does he have a store for real? I don't know. I don't know. Can you send me? Can you type the link? It's Here We Go store. It's actually called Here We Go store. Holy. It's actually called HereWeGo.com. I wouldn't buy any of these crap shirts for $45, bro. Do you think I will buy anything from that store? Give me a break. I wouldn't buy anything from that store. I wouldn't. But listen, are we starting the video, me and HUSAM? Is he gonna be able to show up? But listen, Bruno Fernandes provides something else for Bayern Munich that is different a little bit than actually what they have. Jamal Musiala is a dribbler, is a ball carrier, and stuff like that. But I think, here we go. But I think, right, Bruno Fernandes offers something in the middle that they don't have. Someone that, what Bruno Fernandes is good at sometimes is that playmaking, create chances. That's what he does. That is what Bruno Fernandes sometimes does. Just some playmaking, stuff like this. This is why I think Bruno Fernandes will actually be able to cook Bayern Munich if he is disciplined. And that's a big if. By the way, a big if he's disciplined. Big, massive if he's disciplined. So I am not, like, I'm not sure if, what I mean discipline is that it doesn't pitch the ball. That's the problem. He's a good player, though. He's a good player. But anyway, guys, I'm 15 likes away from 300. I'm just going to end it here. Tomorrow morning, the Rational League. Stay here. This will take you to the other show. This will take you to MHF Mo. Big up Saad for the redirect. Appreciate you, Saad, for the redirect. Thank you for the redirect, Saad. Make sure to subscribe to the Football Corner with Saad, of course. Big up everybody that joined us. Make sure to like the video before you go. We can get to 300 likes live on the air, right? Live on the air, and we can get to 300 likes. We're 11 likes away, so hit that like button, of course, and stay here. It will take you to MHF, and we'll see you guys on the other side. And thank you guys for watching. Thank you for everybody supporting the channel. Send a super chat, and we're out of here, people.